peace to you all. Welcome to Tuesday Night Impact. I am so glad that you could join me this evening. And I want to invite you, if you're already on, I got a couple people on. I see Sister Tamara, peace to you. I see Sister Nicola, peace to you. Brother Lindsay, peace. Sister Treese, peace to you all. I want to invite you, as we wait for a few more people to join, I want to invite you to share the stream tonight with somebody. They are sure to be encouraged, to be inspired. So go ahead and share it with somebody this evening. Peace, Sister Lenora. We will allow just a little bit more time so we can allow other people to jump on. But I just want to say peace to you all. Happy Tuesday. I'm so happy to be here with you all on this lovely Tuesday evening. And we're going to have a good time tonight. We are going to have a good time tonight. Peace, Sister Zandria. All right. Looks like everybody's coming in. Everybody's joining us. We'll allow just for a few more seconds to get our numbers up a little bit more, and then we'll jump into it. And while we wait, if you were not in the house on Sunday, I encourage you to go back and check out my lesson from Sunday. I'm excited to be continuing the lesson series about the mechanics of prosperity. So I want to invite you to go back and check it out. And if you were in the house, it's always good to revisit and meditate as we prepare to go into the next lessons. So I invite you to go back and check it out again. You might hear something that you didn't hear the first time. All right, we got some more people joining us. Peace, Brother Marlon. I also see Sister Isabel has joined us as well. Peace to you all. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So again, this is Tuesday Night Impact. And yes, the doctors are not here. As mentioned on Sunday, they are on vacation. And I just want to give them a quick shout out today. Actually, today, they are celebrating 36 years of marriage. What a blessing. What a milestone. And what an awesome thing to be celebrated. So we just want to give a quick shout out to the doctors and say, we love you. We hope that you are enjoying yourself. And if you are a ministry partner or friend, or your life has been blessed by the doctors, we invite you to be a blessing to them. We have instructions on our Facebook page here if you want to sow a seed to them via Cash App. Like I said, there are instructions there for you to do that. But we just want to love on them and say, man, we thank you all so much for your wonderful example of what a biblical principle-based loving marriage that gets better and better, what it looks like. It's so great to see it, and it's so great to have that grace in the house. So again, happy anniversary to the doctors. All right, well, I'm excited to talk to you guys tonight on this Life Impact, and tonight is especially for the dreamers. And that means that tonight is for you, because I believe that every person on here tonight is indeed a dreamer. And if you're not, you will be by the time we get done. So I'm calling it in advance. Tonight is the night for the dreamers. So what I want to do tonight is I'm going to provide a spark of inspiration and encouragement for you to dream. Tonight, I'll share 8 sparks. So when I say a spark, I almost think like a spark, like a quick jolt, or even like sparklers on the 4th of July. I don't know. I like 4th of July. But just that little bit of fire that you need to kickstart your dreams. And so I trust that after tonight, you'll be ready to conquer some of those dreams and some of those goals. And I want to hear from you. Tonight is a blessing to you. Definitely show me some love in the comments. And then if you go and you conquer something after the fact, I want you to tell me all about it. So let's start with spark number 1. So spark number 1 is to dream again. So this spark is really twofold. So first, I want to speak to those who may have accomplished their goal or their dream. So I just want to give you a round of applause. Congratulations for accomplishing your dream, accomplishing your goal, obtaining something that you desire. Kudos to you. Congratulations. So I just want to say that to you first and foremost. Now, I'm here to encourage you that if you have accomplished your dream, your goal, your desires, don't stop. It's time to get something else out in front of you. And so I'm encouraging you to do it again. Dream again. For myself this year, I use my vision board. Shout out to Prophetess and the vision board. that she created for us. So I put up my dream car on my vision board, and by the grace of God, I was able to manifest that dream car in the first quarter of the year. So I marked it off. That was awesome. So I've already moved on. I already picked a new car. And I know you'd be like, well, you just got a car. Yes, I did. But guess what? I am never going to stop dreaming. And I'm encouraging you to do the same, because we go from faith to faith and glory to glory. And I want to keep glorifying God by receiving promises by faith. I know this isn't the spiritual night, but that's what we are always encouraging you to do. So I'm encouraging you, if you accomplished it, dream again, pick something else and go after it with tenacity. Now, the second part is I want to speak to the person who maybe you stop dreaming, right? I know that sometimes if we don't really manage life and life circumstances correctly, life can become overwhelming. And sometimes we can just get so caught up in our day to day and in what's going on that we just kind of have a narrow focus on the right now and the present, just trying to get through, just trying to get through. And we lose sight of those things, those dreams and those goals and those things we're supposed to be pursuing, right? So I'm here to encourage you. If you've gotten bogged down with life, or some circumstances or things like that, trust me, I understand. I even had some personal circumstances that happened to me this year that I wasn't counting on. But you know what? We cannot let that stop us. Don't let life and circumstances and situations stop you from dreaming. I'm here to encourage you. If you set your dreams down, I want you to go back. I want you to dust them off, pick them up, and I want you to go after them like you never have before, because it's time to dream again. Come on, show me some love in the comments if you're with me here tonight. All right, now the second dream spark we're going to touch on is to dream big. And of course, I want to give another shout out to Prophetess Dr. Pam and her Dream Big packet. If you don't have a Dream Big packet, you need to get one ASAP. I absolutely love my Dream Big packet. I revisit it often, and I do the steps and I cross out things and I'm adding stuff. So man, that this packet is an absolute blessing. But I'm here to encourage you to dream big. And as the woman of God would say, if you can get your dream right now, like say, well, this is my dream, and it doesn't push you and it doesn't stretch you, and it really is something you really could just go by and you just kind of playing around, you need to get a new dream, because that's not a dream. If it's something for you to easily attain, that is not a dream. And you need to quit playing and you need to just get it done. Dreams are supposed to stretch us. They are supposed to push us to the limit and beyond our comfort zone. So no more small thinking, no more dreaming small. It's time to dream big. That stuff that seems impossible, that stuff that seems out of reach, that's what we're supposed to be going after. So it's time to dream big. So if you have some small dreams, I'm here to encourage you. Go ahead and revisit it and push it and stretch it and dream big. All right. Thank you guys for the comments. Spark number 3, dream spark number 3 is dream often. Now, after you post your items on your vision board, or you write them down, you write them in your dream big packet, do you actually take the time every day to visualize them? It's one thing to put it on the vision board, and that's a visualization method that the doctors have taught us that they operate, that they utilize, that I utilize. But what I'm talking about is, okay, it's great if you walk past it, a couple times a day, you see it, but I'm talking about where you say, hey, I'm going to take 15 minutes and I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to use my imagination and I'm going to sit in my new car. I'm going to imagine what the inside looks like, what it's like to turn it on, what it's like if I'm, turning on the radio, what it's like if I'm putting it in gear. What is it like when I'm walking through my dream house? What kind of decorations are there? What kind of furniture do I have? That's what I'm talking about. Do you take time daily, at least once a day, to really sit down and visualize? If you haven't been doing that, I encourage you to do it now. You have to take the time every day to place yourself inside of your dreams, inside of your goals. It's one thing just to write it down, it's one thing just to look at the picture, but it's time to engage your imagination and put yourself inside of them by doing this visualization technique. Another thing you can do is you can write it out. You can write what was it like when I went and purchased this dream item? Who was there with me? What was I wearing? What was the weather outside? That's what we should be doing. We should be dreaming often as possible, in many ways as possible. So, yes, you should be using your vision board. Yes, you should be using your dream big packet. You should be using your imagination. And placing yourself right smack dab in the middle of that dream with your imagination. You should be writing it out and writing out what that experience is like. So, I'm here to encourage you. If you haven't been doing that, it's time to dream often and as much as possible, and in many ways as possible, because that is going to help you see that dream come all the way to reality. And thank you guys for the comments. I'm glad that tonight is being a blessing to you. All right, dream spark number 4. So number 4 is dream drive. So I want to ask you a question tonight. And you guys know how I am. I always have to preface it that way because by the grace of God, I believe that He has given me what we call in our ministry team the gift of transparency. I am very honest and candid because I think that it's important. I think that people are encouraged when I share my personal testimonies, and even when I share things that I'm overcoming. I feel like that people can relate to that, and they're like, okay, man, you're in here with us. So I like to be honest. You guys know how I am. And I think it's important when you talk about dreams. I've asked myself these questions, and I want to challenge you to ask yourself these as well. But I'm going to ask you tonight. So my question for you is, do you really want what you put on your vision board? Do you really want what you've written down? And the reason why I ask you that is because if your dreams and your goals don't drive you to be disciplined or to do extra or to literally stay on a path so focused until you hit it, that's a legitimate question, because we know that proof of desire is pursuit. So if you're not pursuing that dream and that goal with that focused tenacity, and you're not letting it to the point where you don't let anything get you off track until you accomplish that goal and that dream, then you have to ask yourself, wow, is this something that I really want? And honestly, that's not a bad question, because it may not be. And if it's not, that's totally fine. It is 100% okay. Even if you're in a process, it's 100% okay to be honest and say, you know what? I actually don't want this. Let me figure out what I really do want. Because the last thing you want to be doing is being unrealistic and not being honest with yourself, saying you want something and you really don't want it. That's kind of a waste of time when you can find out what you really do want so you can pursue it the right way. And I encourage you often to reassess your dreams, reassess your goals. I did this recently. I had some items on my vision board, and I was kind of like, at one point I really wanted it. That's why I put it on the vision board. And then as I kept mulling over it and came across some other things, I realized I actually really don't want this. So you know what I did? I took it down. And I put something else up, something else that I really do want. So that way I can actually see it come all the way to pass. We don't want you to have, things that you say you're dreaming for and you never accomplish them because you really don't want them. That's not good for your confidence. It's not good for your face. I mean, I encourage you to be driven by your dreams and also reassess often and make sure you are pursuing things that you actually really want so you can stay the course and actually get there. All right, number 5. So our 5th dream spark is dream together. Dream together. So this one is for my married couples. If you're married, as a couple, you guys should be dreaming together. This is something that we learned from the doctors. My husband and I, we have dreams for our family. We have dream vacations we want to take, our dream house. We have dreams for our daughters. So as couples, you should be dreaming together. Where do you want your family to go? How do you want your children to be? What's your dream house? What's your dream vacation? I so much thoroughly enjoy just sitting down with my husband, just talking about, hey, this is what I want our future to look like. What do you got? How do you want to put together? And to be pursuing something together is awesome. There's no greater feeling as a couple than to accomplish those dreams together, because it just gives you the drive to want to keep doing it. So I encourage you, if you are a couple, I encourage you to dream with your spouse. Share those desires that you have. Share those goals that you have, those desires that you want for your family, so you guys can pursue them together and see them come to pass in your life. And then so you can get a new dream and pursue that one together. Now, in addition to that, everybody should, number six, the dream spark number six is dream for yourself. Each person, whether you're married, whether you're single, whatever the case may be, should have their own individual dreams. So just like I mentioned, I have dreams that I share with my husband that we pursue together. But me as an individual person, as a woman, I have my own dreams and my own goals that I pursue by myself as well. So I encourage you, each person should have their own dreams, things that you can work on to accomplish. Man, there's no greater feeling than when you set out to do something and you take it through these processes and you accomplish it. Man, you feel like you are on top of the world. So I encourage you, have a dream for yourself. I know sometimes as as wives and as husbands, and then you have children, you're a parent, things like that, you can get so caught up in all of these individual roles, right? Your wife, you're a mom. For me, I'm a pastor, I'm a daughter, a sister, all of these different roles. But at the end of the day, God created me, Victoria, and he has a plan for me. And he has things that he wants me to accomplish. And he wants me to be happy as well. So it's okay. Don't feel guilty about having your own goals and dreams. You should. You absolutely should. So if you don't have any of all of your dreams and goals are wrapped up in your family and in your children, you aren't dreaming right. You should have dreams for every area of your life, including for yourself. So I'm here to encourage you. If you don't have any, get some. Starting tonight, get some dreams to dream for yourself. And then number 7, dream spark number 7 is dream through. Now, here is what I want to encourage you to do. I want to encourage you to allow the satisfaction of your dream coming true, like the thought of the satisfaction of your dream coming true, help you through tough times. Life, it happens. Situations happen. Circumstances happen. Things happen. Things come up. Things don't go as planned. But our dreams, when we say we really want something, those goals, those things we say we really desire, we are supposed to allow, like when you use your imagination and you put yourself right in the middle of that dream and it's like almost like you can taste it. You're supposed to allow the thought of that coming to pass in your life carry you through tough situations, because you're going to go through some things. Everything is not going to go as planned. And honestly, who said attaining dreams and goals was easy? If it was, everybody would be doing it. You're going to go through some stuff, but I am here to encourage you that it is worth it. Sometimes you work in these processes, you have to be disciplined. You have to tell yourself, no, you can't spend that money. You want to spend it, you got to save it. You're doing this, you're doing that. It will be worth it. Just trust me. It's okay if you go through things, but just keep the thought of what it's going to be like to accomplish that goal at the forefront. And I'm telling you, it'll make going through these things so much easier. But while you're going through, I want to encourage you, don't give up on your dreams. I don't care how far-fetched it looks. I don't care how far away it seems. Sometimes situations happen and it makes it seem like it was a setback. I don't care what's going on. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. I want you to hear me saying this to you later again. Do not give up. The victory will be that much sweeter because you held on, because you pushed through, because you had the tenacity and the wherewithal to not let anything stop you from pursuing it. So again, don't give up. Amen. Glory to God. And then the last one, dream spark number 8, is dream for the next generation. So again, this one is twofold as well. So the first part of dream for the next generation is you should be dreaming and planning for the next generation, what you want your legacy to look like. It's time to think beyond just yourself. You should have goals and dreams for every area of your life. That includes what you want your future legacy to look like. And even if you might be in a situation where maybe you don't have children, or maybe you're not married, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are. You should be dreaming and planning for what you want your future and your legacy to look like, no matter what stage in life you are in. Don't leave it up to circumstance. Time is going to go by. Life is going to happen, but this is the way we rein it in and we push it in the direction that we want it to go. So make sure you're dreaming and you're planning, and dream big. Not the little stuff. Dream big for what you want your legacy and your future generations to come to look like, and how you want to impact them. And the second part, which I think is my favorite, is dream in front of the next generation so that they can follow your example. And this one right here is so near and dear to my heart, because the doctors, they're masters at this. And I'll never forget, when I was younger, they were wanting to build a house. We were living in this house, and they really wanted to build a house. And I remember in their bedroom, they had the blueprints, like the specs of this house, and the rendering and what it would look like. And they used my sister's crayons to color it. So the body of the house was yellow and the roof was blue. And every time I would go into their bedroom, I would see this house on the wall. And it was there for a little while. And then before I knew it, I saw them building that house. Glory to God. And then when we moved, then new pictures went up on the wall. And I saw them pursue and go after those dreams. And it's amazing, even after all this time has passed, I haven't lived with them for quite some time now. Even now, when I go to their house, I don't see obviously the yellow house with the blue roof anymore, but very similar things still on the wall. I love that the doctors dreamed in front of us, that they shared with us what they were pursuing and why it was important, and even got us to get an agreement and use our faith with them to bring it to pass. It was so encouraging, because it taught me at a much younger age that no matter what life circumstances throw at you, no matter how old you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what your past was, it doesn't cost you anything to dream. And if you do it, if you dream and you live by faith, that these things are possible. And so I live by that example today. By the grace of God, my daughter, she sees that same thing in my room, because that's something that they passed down to me, that I'll pass down to her, that you have to dream in front of the next generation so they can see you accomplish these things. It lets them know that attaining dreams and goals and their plans is possible for them, because you did it. I'm telling you, there's no greater thing you can do for your children than to dream in front of them and them see those dreams come to pass. So I'm here to encourage you. If you haven't been doing that, share your dreams with your children. Show them what you're working towards. Get them to get in faith and in agreement with you, and then encourage them in their own dreams and goals. It will be an absolute blessing to them that will completely change the landscape of their lives. Well, listen, as always, I hope and I trust that tonight's talk was a blessing to you. I hope that it truly made an impact. And I hope that that little spark, that you are inspired and encouraged to dream. I know we're getting down to the end of the year, but it is, for us at the embassy, it is still the year of grace to prosper. And there is still plenty of time left to see our dreams, our goals, and our plans come to pass. I'm here to encourage you. I know it's August, but it's still time to keep it in high gear, to keep pushing and to keep pursuing. All right, so thank you all for the comments. And I do want to invite you guys to join me tomorrow night for our Wednesday night Retain the Reign service at 7:30 p.m. We'll be here on Facebook Live and also on YouTube Live. You don't want to miss it. I'll be talking about the next part of the mechanics of prosperity. Well, again, God bless you. I love you. I want to see you prosper and go with grace.